Hello everybody, welcome back to Janson Radio Podcast. Thank you very much for tuning into the show today. Kali ini kita akan ngobrol bareng dengan Shah Dillon. Dia adalah founder dari bar yang terkenal di Bali, Thieves. Kalau zaman sekarang kan udah banyak banget nih di Jakarta, di Bali, atau di kota-kota besar lainnya di Indonesia. Itu bar yang ngumpet, bilangnya speakeasy bar. Tempatnya ngumpet, barnya kecil, menunya juga nggak banyak, tapi koktelnya keren-keren, suasana musiknya juga dipikirin banget, luar biasa kerennya. Nah, Shah Dillon menurut gue itu adalah salah satu pelopor hidden bar di Indonesia. Karena dari dulu dia udah buka Thieves di Bali yang tempatnya ada di atas restoran ramen, ngumpet banget. Dan so cool konsepnya. Bahkan after all this year, Thieves itu masuk ke dalam list bar-bar terbaik di seluruh Asia, top 100 Asia's best bar. Nah, kita mau ngomongin gimana sih rasanya punya tempat yang sempat masuk di dalam list yang prestigious itu dan efeknya apa ke staff dan juga planning ke depannya. Kita juga mau ngomongin rencana Shah Dillon untuk buka beberapa outlet di Jakarta. I think everybody is waiting for that. Oke. Jangan lupa subscribe di Janson Radio Podcast. Selain di YouTube, kita juga ada di Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, dan juga Anchor App. For further updates, check out Instagram kita di Janson Radio. Oke, please welcome Shah Dillon dari Thieves. Enjoy the show. Ditemenin sama Shah Dillon. Dia ada proprietor dari Midnight Brigade yang ada di Bali. Outletnya itu ada Thieves, award-winning bar, Cloak and Dagger, Ronin and El Nacional. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Ray. I'm happy to be here.
Oh my God.
Man, I like your radio voice, man. Holy shit. Like, hello, wow, fuck. Damn. All right.
Where are you from, Shah?
I'm originally from Singapore, born and bred. And I've moved to Bali probably back in 2015. So yeah, 7 years now that Bali has been home for me now.
You look like Balinese more than Singaporean.
I gotta blend in, you know, so I get the cheap local price at the warung. I don't get charged bule price, you know. Enggak, Mbak, saya orang Bali, Mbak. Apa, orang lokal, orang Legian.
Beli.
Ya, beli, Mbak.
Yeah. Okay, so thanks for coming. Yeah. Really appreciate it. And first of all, congratulations for entering the
50 best bar list.
Yes, number 99.
99 problems.
Oh my God. And the tagline, I love the tagline. Always outnumbered, never outgunned.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God. Yeah, especially in Bali, so many bars.
Yeah.
How do you see the up and coming, keep rising bar and speakeasy bar, Hiidden Place
in Bali?
In Bali.
To be honest, I think it's a good thing, but it's also a double-edged sword. Because the thing is that I remember like the first time we actually, like I told people about I'm opening this bar.
Yeah. You started it.
Yeah.
All the Hiidden Place.
Yeah. So it's funny that like, you know, like it was Ronin first and then with a hidden bar upstairs. And I was telling everybody like, it's gonna be hidden. There's gonna be no signboard, you know, blah blah blah. And they'll be like, Shah, you crazy? It's Bali, man. You need to like put it out there. You need to put a sign, neon sign,
neon sign, the lights. Yeah.
No, I don't think so. You know, Shah, you crazy? You're gonna close in 6 months. I'm like, okay. And then now moving forward, 5-6 years later, every fucking body wants to open up speakeasy right now.
Yes.
Which I'm like, wow. And I think it's good. Because I think it's good for like the touristic market where it's not only clubs and beach clubs in Bali. But one thing that you got to remember is that, one thing I think everybody got to remember is that it's not about the interior. It's not about the bloody secret door. You got to understand it's a fucking product.
Yeah.
Because as a speakeasy, you got to back it up. You got to back it up with what you are serving to the guests. You know, so that is a very difficult thing to actually maintain and follow up.
Yeah.
Because that's where it comes.
And consistency as well.
Exactly. So for me, that is more... That's the real hard work, like, you know. For me, I always tell people opening up a bar is the fucking easiest part.
Yeah.
You know, you think it's headache. Trust me, when you start operating, try how the fuck do I fill up this place 7 days a week? Fuck. Instagram, what should I post today? Oh shit, man. That's the real work.
Yes, that's the real a business owner lah,
Yeah.
in
Shit.
F&B.
And that's why I'm still not married. I'm single.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
so any girls like
Yeah.
I'm joking. No. Yeah.
So when did 40 Tips the idea came about?
So do you want me to start from start? Like start from
Yeah.
start.
Tell the
yeah?
story.
So like I talk a lot and you can relax.
Yeah.
So the thing is that like I've been a bartender since I was 16 years old back in Singapore. So the thing is that like I don't know, I was really lucky, I would say. Like I knew what I wanted to do since I was like in high school, when I was 14, 15 years old. So I always wanted to become a hotelier. No, after my O levels, I wanted to go to hotel school, right? So I was like, yeah, I want to work in a hotel, I want to wear a nice suit, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. And then after my O levels exams, there's like 2 months school holidays, yeah? So I was a bit like, okay, shit, like I'm bored. Let's try to work. Let's work in a bar. Not really work in a hotel, because hotel would be like very strict. It's only 2 months. They don't hire like, after school graduates.
You need experience.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the first bar I ever worked. It's in Boat Quay in Singapore, and it's basically like a sports bar. It's a Liverpool bar.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
fuck. Oh shit. Damn. Okay, but anyway, okay, cut. Yeah. Okay, but it's a sports bar basically. And I was like, all right, this place is kind of chill, it's cool, I could get some experience here.
As a bartender?
As a bartender. So the funny thing is this, like I didn't bring a CV. I didn't call them. I just like rock up, like like after lunch, like, hey, hi, are you the manager? And it's like, yes, I'm the manager. Hi, are you looking for staff here?
That's the way to go, guys.
Yeah,
That's the way to
exactly,
go.
So I look for staff. I want to become a bartender. Like, how old are you? Oh, I'm 16, but I'm tall.
Okay. Oh.
So like, yeah, man, this guy, his name is Colin. I still remember him. His name is Colin. He hired me, and like so the next day I started in a bar, and as soon as I worked in that bar, I was like, fuck, I want to become a bartender for life. It's not good advice for people that are still in school, but that was kind of sad. I was like, shit, man, I'm working in a bar.
You're the lucky one who found your passion and calling early,
exactly,
right?
Yeah, I know. I'm really blessed for that. And I always tell people like, I'm just lucky that I know what I want to do when I was young. So and I just follow the ladder, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So the thing is that like the first time I was in that bar, I was like, shit, I'm giving people drinks. I could say fuck you to the customers. I mean, like a joking manner, that kind of stuff. Like, wow, this is a really fun job, right? So I was like, fuck, yes, I want to become a bartender for life. And then from there, from that bar, that manager, and then they would call in. I asked him like, he told me like, Shah, do you know why I hire you? Because the first time you came up to me, you're asking if I'm the manager and you smile at me. And I want the same thing the customers feel when you approach me, So I was like, fuck man, thank you. Like, all right, man, cool. Yeah, but as soon, what happened was there was a bit of a drama in that bar, and I was 16, so it's half of my life. Yeah, half of my life ago. That bar has a bit of a drama, so this manager left.
Okay.
And then the whole team left. And then after that, I joined this company called Indochine. They were in Indonesia, Jakarta.
I remember.
Correct.
Yeah.
So what happened was that same thing. I rocked up, no CV, no nothing. Like, hey, need a bartender? I can work part time, that kind of stuff. And then they hired me. And that bar, I would say, is where I met one of my first mentors. His name is Don. He's a really old school bartender from Singapore during Papa Joe's in Chimes and everything. It was when, it was when flaring was really huge in Singapore.
Oh, that's why I saw when I type Shah Dillon, you do flaring.
Shit, yeah, I know. Yeah. So what happened was that I joined. But what I really liked about this bar was that like there were already like existing bartenders there, the senior bartenders, right? And the old school of bartending is a bit different. It's a bit like you got to prove yourself that you are capable to be in this team. You know what I mean? And I was like a young gun and was a bit like, fuck yeah, I can show you, I remember like, so I had to start as a barback.
Okay.
I had to like pop up the juice, la la la. And I was so adamant like to show them that I can fucking do it. And I was like, fuck man. Like, so I came 1 hour before shift. I cleaned the fridge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I make sure
you have to earn the respect.
All the mise en place is like full on, because for me it's like, I got to prove myself that I'm good enough to be in this team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then after that, we became really close friends, and they were flairers.
Mm.
So I started flaring with them, learning, and I got hooked by it, right?
Mm.
Yeah. So within that bout, what happened was that this manager of mine, Don, he's like an old school bartender, but he's not really like super involved with the rest of bartenders, the kids, right? And one thing I like about him is that he's very practical, he's very calm. He's when he teaches you, I'm a bit of a crazy guy. I'm like, hey, what the fuck? Kenapa gak bisa gini dong, gini? He's a bit more calm guy. I would call it slow hands, relax. He gives you real advice, and he's not really like, Shah, you should become a flair bartender, la 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 la. I remember his bloody advice to me, like about career path of bartending and stuff like that. It's something about like work on your skills as a bartender, because at the end of the day, the skills is very important. It's where it brings you, like get the experience. And then when it comes to management, when it comes to running a bar, that's the easy part. Because once you have the skill, this management part, you hire an accountant. You know what I mean? You hire a supervisor to do the inventory. You make the system. You hire a marketing person. Yeah. But most importantly, the advice he give me that work on your skills, because from there, that's your ammo. You can never. It's like I can never forget how to make an old fashioned. I can never forget how long to stir an old fashioned, because it's embedded in me.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that is something that I can pass on in the business to the bartenders, to the supervisors, and stuff like that.
Yeah, skills and techniques are important. And with this social media new age generation, sadly, I see people feel entitled, and because we're looking for new bartenders, right, in Bora-Bora, my bar.
Yeah.
They didn't have the proper skills yet to do a classical cocktail.
Correct.
But they have 20 signature items which only they know they can make. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's a huge problem.
It's crazy, right? Like you have some guy that worked in a bar for 1 year, a very popular bar, for example, for 1 year as a bartender. And then then the next year he will become a supervisor at another place for 6 months.
Yeah.
And then some rich guy wants to open a bar, then suddenly becomes a bar manager there.
Yeah.
And then suddenly now he becomes a consultant. So within 3 years, become a bar consultant. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It happens in the kitchen as well.
Yeah, I believe in the kitchen there's a bit more drama. Yeah, man. It's I don't know. I think it's called generation manja, my point of view. You know what I mean? And it's a bit sad in my POV, because like that's why even my businesses, my bars, we are not huge. We are not like super massive clubs. We need like 10 bartenders or anything like that, right? Like for the team, we only have 3 bartenders and a bar manager. Yeah. And it's a small team. So at the end of the day, I want to hire special forces.
Exactly.
I'm not like an infantry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and
hire small but good quality,
exactly,
right?
Yeah. And Indonesia, they are getting paid by service charge, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
The lesser your team, the more we sell, the more you get. So every dollar that you sell, you feel, oh my God, I feel the dollar. You know what I mean? It's good. I like that. And
same like me.
Yeah, and it's deserving for them,
exactly.
It's deserving for the staff. Yeah. And for me, the thing is that like in Indonesia, the problem I have in Indonesia when it comes to hiring, bartenders, all this, it's not, for me, the skills itu gampang. The skills is like, aku bisa ajak kamu. And I love to hire
raw talent,
green stuff.
Okay.
Because that is where myself and the people that work for me for very long understand our style of work, understand our style of drinks, can input it into them. But when it comes with bad habits, itu dah susah. Yeah. My only problem is that about the Indonesian hiring is they are not confident. Mereka tu malu. Sometimes they feel that like bartending ni kerja kayak pembantu ya, slavery. You know what I mean? They don't take it as a real profession, as a real a job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they always have this like, aduh kalau ketemu tamu bule, aduh gimana mau ngomong ya? You know what I mean? They don't have that.
The self-confidence.
Yeah, they don't have that self-confidence. They don't have that like, oh yeah, like that talking to them. Like to be honest, like even your English is broken, the English speaker will actually be very appreciative that you are talking to them.
Yes.
And they will actually try to talk to you more. Like, hey, that guy, we talk, you need to make an impression.
But I think it goes hand in hand with skills. I think if you got the skills, then you can
develop the personality slowly.
Yeah, and your drink is good, so
Correct.
you can you can upsell and you can interact more with the guests. But you didn't have the skill. You need to concentrate and don't talk to anybody for 5 minutes while you're making the drink.
Exactly, yeah.
Then you seems unfriendly or kayak malu-malu nggak pede gitu kan.
Because at the end of the day, for me, I always tell my bartenders, like forget about thinking about new bars opening. There's a rockstar bartender there. There's a European bartender there. Fucking stop thinking about that. Think about the motherfuckers in front of you sitting, paying for the drinks. Because that's the people right now paying for your salary, number one. Number two, you never fucking know that this person in front of you might be your future boss.
Yeah.
Might be your future
it happens
investor.
a lot, right?
Exactly. So give the best service, give the best drink as you can. Forget thinking about all the noises outside. Because we have customers right now. Take care of them. Because you never know that is your, where it leads you to whoever you are after or whatever,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, back 40 Thieves.
Oh yeah, shit. When I open it. Okay, cool.
Why do you open like a prohibition style speakeasy place in the midst of the beach clubs and the grand clubs in Bali?
All right. So, okay. So I'm just going to forward a bit. So I have this company in Singapore where I opened when I was 18 years old. In Singapore, we got to go through national service, right? So I had to go through. Yes, correct. Yeah.
Harus jadi tentara dulu bentar ya.
Yeah, so I had to go to the army. So I remember on 19 years old, one day before I had to enlist, I created a name card. Shah Dillon, professional bartender and flarer. Number.
And flarer.
Yeah, and flarer. Fuck, man, shit. Give it out, right? So, and then it was like a point in my life that, fuck, gak bisa bartending lagi nih. Fuck, bosan nih, blah, blah, blah. So, that was the days that I think kind of made me for that 2 years. Because what happened was, I gave out the name card. And one day, I got a call from this events company. This lady called me. Oh, hi Shah, I got a name card. I'm like, oh, cool. What do you need? Oh, I need a flarer to throw some bottles in our launch. So basically, it's the Sony Ericsson event. Tahu tak? Dulu kan Sony Ericsson warna oranye ya. Loudspeaker phone.
Yeah. No.
So it was that launch in Singapore.
Okay.
And then they just want to show that this phone is entertaining, blah, 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 blah. So there's a lot of performances. So I said, yeah, okay, cool. So literally, I went to that event. They paid me equivalent to 28 juta.
Wow.
Just to throw bottle, right? For 30 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like...
Oh, while they're showing the phone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, betul. So I was like, anjing, I literally get paid 2 months of bartender salary in 30 seconds. Shit, this is somewhere. And remember I told you about, my manager told me work on your skills.
Yeah.
And they were like, shit, this could be a real company. I just have to work on my skills, right? Because I don't really have costs.
Yeah.
I don't really have to cook and then there's wastage.
Yeah.
I buy the alcohol, it's still there. There's no shelf life. Yeah, maybe juice
Yeah.
So from that company really grew. And I was really lucky that I got headhunted when I was, so back in 2010, I went to Sydney because I'm not going to say the story here, but it was a part of my life that I broke up with my ex-girlfriend and I just needed a break from everything. So I went to Sydney, to work and stuff. And then I got headhunted back to Singapore to become ambassador for William Grant & Sons, which is basically the principal of Glenfiddich, Dalveny, Hendrix, yada, 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 all the brands. They just opened up their head office in Singapore. And I still had my company setting, all this bar catering shit when I moved to Sydney. So I still had that foundation. And I was thinking, shit, I do not want to work a corporate office.
Yeah.
I still want to I still want to do shit for you, but I still want to do other stuff as well. So I was really lucky to be on a retainer with them. So from there, my company really grew in Singapore. So literally we were in charge of doing all the activations around Southeast Asia. So for example, they want to launch Hendrix in Bangkok. So I had to arrange the bartenders there, I had to arrange the ingredients, I had to arrange the bar, the portable bars and stuff like that. So yeah, it became really good. We were on a retainer for very long. And one part of my job as well, individually, I had to advocate the brand.
Yeah.
So I literally had a credit card where I can fly anywhere within Southeast Asia, claimable, Singapore Airlines. And my job was to go to the bars and drink for free.
And try to speak up and promote the product.
Yeah, so I'm not like...
what a wonderful job.
Yeah, bro.
Are they hiring?
Yeah, is my liver still around? Shit, yeah. So my job was literally pretty much I'm not a salesman. I don't go to the bar and they're like, hey, this is the price list. No, I don't do that. I literally go to the bar. I order a drink. I see what drink they have. I order Hendrix. At the point of time, Hendrix wasn't really huge yet. So people will be weird, like, why is this drink with cucumber? I'm like, yeah, it's Hendrix gin. Let me buy you one.
Oh.
And then we started making conversations, right? Yeah. So with that kind of job opportunity, I was taking the advantage to go to Bali a lot. Because, I love the airport. You land straight away to the 20, 30 minutes you're in the hotel. It's perfect, right? And what happened was that, like, I understand the Indonesian market a lot. In terms of not only from a business bar owner point of view, I understand the importation to distribution dramas, the
you
taxes and everything like that, right? Yeah. So I was like, wow, okay. And what happened was that it was a point of time in my life where I was already opening one bar in Singapore. It's called the Singer Cars. It's basically a whiskey bar, but we don't stock commercial whiskey. It's only independent bottling. So I already had that bar in Singapore with another 2 partners.
Okay.
Yeah, and it came to a point of my life where, like, shit, I want to open a bar because it's like when you were a cook, you always dream of, you want to open up my own restaurant.
Yes, and the concept will be like
exactly,
this.
Yeah. So it's like me being a bartender since I was 16 years old. Like, I have all these ideas where I want to open my own bar like this. And I'm lucky with the gig. I actually managed to save up a lot of money. And I was 25, 26 at that point of time. And I'm not married, I got no kids. So I'm like, shit, what the hell do I got to lose, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, let's use up my savings. If it sinks, it sinks. It's fine. I still can work. I still can get money, right? And if it's sailing, it's sailing. So the thing is that I was like, yep, it's time for me to open up my bar. And I was thinking, like, do I open in Singapore or do I open in Bali? The one very plus point was that Jokowi changed the rule. Now foreigners can own the PT 100%, especially for restaurants and stuff. Like, fuck yeah, so my money is there 200%. But not only that, the thing is that as much as you think that Singapore is like the New York of Southeast Asia on the cocktail scene, okay, it's cool. Yeah, it's right there. You're correct. You're not wrong. Yeah. But you're gonna understand, it's only like 5-6 million population. All right. Every public holiday, every locals, every expat go to Bali or go to Thailand. They leave, right? And then at the end of the year, where it's Christmas, all the expat is gone. Okay.
Yeah, they went home.
Yeah, correct. And so, it's not really a drinking crazy culture. It's only a small percentage of people that drinks a lot there. And then number 2, when it comes to world, I hate to say this, when it comes to world views, like on Singapore, when back then Singapore was still starting, and I kind of hate it because, like, I hated a point of time in Singapore to open a bar because they always thought that, okay, it must be a white guy, then the cocktail must be good, then the bar must be good. Yeah. So I was a bit like, aduh. How do I stand out from this bullshit, with such a small market as well? Yeah. So I realized, like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. Let's see Bali. And I was going around, checking out for rents and stuff like that. And one thing about Bali that you got to realize is this. The world comes to Bali. You know what I mean? Like, TripAdvisor, the most, number one visit, one thing to go to in TripAdvisor is Bali. Yeah. They did a pool and stuff like that. So as a brand, if you do well, you can be recognized globally. You have a chance to be recognized globally. So that's a good thing. And then number 2 as well, is such an international market. You have the Indonesia domestic, you have the Balinese style, and you have all this international market. You have Italians, you have Europeans, you have Australians. So it's such an international community as well. Yeah. And from there, I realized, okay, now we're getting more into the business side of things. One thing good about Bali is that if in Singapore, if I open a bar, I am the slave to the landlord, literally. Because
it's expensive.
Expensive, number 1. Singapore is really small. Yeah. And the landlords in Singapore is not like a family or one person. It's all venture capitalist company. They're literally buying that just to make money and then sell it to another guy. Yeah. So they try to squeeze you as much. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. So I always feel that I'll always be in the mercy of the landlord, which is a huge company, a VC, not a one-person owner, right? Yeah. But when it comes to Bali, one thing you're forgetting is that you're not only opening up a bar, you are also investing in the property in terms of your leasehold, because always like 5 years, 10 years up front. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. So I'm not saying we're going to sell my bar. Yeah. But let's just say that I want to sell my bar. I'm not selling only a brand.
Yeah, property as well.
I'm selling the property of the value of the property and how much the business makes times the X amount. So I was like, shit, it's a
good investment.
It's a good investment. It's a good business model. And you feel your hard work. Yeah. So that's why I chose Bali against Singapore. And like, come on, like as soon as Angmo or Bule goes to Singapore, what the fuck, a beer is $15?
Yeah.
I'm out of here. You know what I mean? But in Bali, you know, oh my God, I wanna extend my flight. Oh my God, I wanna live in Bali. So it's, oh my God, next year I'm gonna come back. So you know, it's that kind of destination. Yeah.
And why speakeasy
why
bar?
prohibition? Yeah. Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot the question, man. I do. Okay. Why speakeasy bars? Because at the end of the day, I realized that when I was in Bali at a point of time, 2015, 2014, 2013, right? I was doing a lot of these trainings to the managers, to the bartenders and stuff like that. And damn, they are still very far behind, right? And another thing about Bali is that back then, all the venues are huge. All
Yeah,
of them are
beach
huge.
clubs.
Exactly.
Nightclubs.
Yeah, and it's all cheap volume, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, fuck, this I do not have that capital for that because for the Thieves was only one ruko,
Yeah.
5 meters times 15 meters,
Yeah.
one ruko, yeah. So okay, how the hell do I make as much as I can from this one space? And I've always wanted to do like a speakeasy bar because like, hey, it's a plus point. It's not open yet, and I'm proving a concept. You know, if I'm just gonna open like another beach club, whatever, like, hi, I'm Shah, I'm another beach club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's nothing special about it, right? So it's a gamble, number one, and number two is that I've always wanted to open a speakeasy bar in a sense of a very American hospitality style of bar. You know, where it's a bit of no bullshit. It's like, this is what you get. And it's just about hospitality. Just about service, about fun.
The products.
You know? Yeah, exactly. And as much as we are speakeasy, but we do not try to be too much lah, bro.
Sometimes, especially when I visited Japan though.
Yeah.
Sometimes they take 20 minutes.
Exactly.
20 minutes to make the cocktail.
Yeah. We can talk about Japan in a bit, but it's fucking crazy, but man.
It's really good. It's actually, the products are really good. The service was excellent, but if you want to laugh, you have to close your mouth.
Exactly, man. Yeah.
Not my style.
Yeah. It's Japan has a totally different craft of bartending. It's a craft. I mean, it's a scene that I like and don't like. You know, I like it that they keep the romance that it's very like that, very square. Yeah. But I don't like it that whoever below you cannot grow. Yeah. Because in Japan, I remember I cannot tell you the bar name and everything. I cannot tell you because, you know, I'm going to tell you. So basically, this bar owner is the only one making the drinks, and then there's a bar back. And I was at this bar probably 2014. Yeah, yeah. This lady is only washing the glass, preparing the ingredients. The owner only have to shake, and garnish. Yeah. So that was 2014. 2019, I went there again. She's still doing the same shit. I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Kesian banget. You know,
it's their culture, I think.
Yeah. You know, so I like it. I like that romance of it, that craft, but I do not like that other side of it.
Yeah, me too. I mean? Did you watch the documentary about the master sushi chef? Jiro.
Yeah, correct.
The guy making the eggs, his assistant making the eggs, and Jiro approved. Oh my God, it taken me 20 years.
Exactly.
Now my product that I make finally can be served. Oh my God, 20 years.
Exactly.
Oh damn.
Yeah. But that's where you're gonna understand that when it comes to that kind of Japanese bar concept, the reason why it works is because it's a small bar. It's only this size. Yeah. They're only serving 20 people max.
And the owner is the bartender most of the time.
Exactly. Right? Yeah. And I asked them, right? So actually in Japan, it's very common for bartenders to open their own bars because the thing is that in Japan, I mean, they get paid quite all right. Number one. Number two, the rent is actually not that expensive. I mean, overall, when you rent this space, especially when you see this, but you're always basement. It's actually not that expensive. That's why they can always afford. And it's nice. I like that. You know. Okay, wait. Sorry. Back to the why open a speakeasy bar. Sorry.
I remember the Moscow Mule.
Oh so yeah, good, man. Yeah? The ginger beer, correct. Yeah. So it was a proof of concept, and the thing is that I didn't want to open a prohibition style bar in the prohibition era because that was Al Capone, that was very Gatsby, that was like a bit too much. You know, I don't really like that. So the name for the Thief, I actually got inspired by the movie Gangs of New York. Yeah, Gangs of New York. Have you watched the movie?
No,
you should watch it. It's fucking amazing. So basically, it's a point of time in America. It's a real story. Yeah, in America, where America just got independence, and that's why all the immigrants moved in to New York. Yeah, where all the harbor, where all the land, New York. So when that happens, you tend to have gangs, like Italians, like the Irish, the Native Americans there. Yeah, so there's this area in New York called the 5 Points, and all the gangs are there. And I like that part of America because it was still very dirty, very gritty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like, shit, this fits Bali very well, that era. You know, not that, I'm nothing against that prohibition era, but I think you'll fit better in the cities. Pas lah dia punya concept ni, you know. So, and I did a research, and 40 Thieves is actually one of the gangs during the 5 Points era. So I was like, fuck, that's a fucking cool name, man.
Yeah.
So 40 Thieves was basically a group of Irish immigrants, pickpockets. Yeah, a gang. So yeah, I choose that name. I was like, fuck. So 40 Thieves is the name of the bar, and the bar is like a hangout place for the thieves or whoever's around it. You know? So it stuck. And 40 Thief happened. But the real hero is actually my ramen shop.
Yeah, the Ronin.
Yeah, because the things I was like, shit, like apa tu namanya? I got a bar concept. What is below? Apa ni di bawah ni? And I realized, shit, I always go to Japan. I love ramen when I'm drunk. Fuck, let's just open a ramen shop then, you know? That's how.
Yeah, first time I went to 40 Thieves, I ate at my Ronin.
Yeah.
Like, Ray, my friend, do you know there's a bar upstairs? What? No sign? Nothing. Oh, okay, let's go.
Let's go. Betul, yeah.
It's really small. Correct. Now I heard you've grown the space, right?
Yeah, we've grown the space, correct. Yeah.
And how about Cloak and Dagger?
So, PPKM is over, right?
Yeah.
Corona is over, right?
Yeah. Finally.
Yeah. So, Cloak and Dagger was, okay, so 40 Thief before was one Ruko. And then back in 2019, we reopened same location, but 2 Rukos now.
Okay.
So we doubled up the space, correct. And I've always had this space hidden within 40 Thieves. So this bar is only 18 seats. Yeah, this is pre-corona plan. Yeah, so that space has always been for guest bartenders from around the world. It's basically like I want to fly in bartenders with really cool concepts. Yeah, flying them in. I pay their flights, get them a villa. You work in the bar for 2 weeks. That's your concept. Yes, correct.
Okay, so, like a stage. Yeah,
correct. Yeah. And I've already had it planned before. So Bar Triad from Tokyo, they were actually supposed to be in Bali, taking over that space in May for 1 month. Okay. So it's like a holiday / working, and it's for me at the end of the day, like nothing wrong with guest shift, yeah. But you bring a guest shift guy, and then semua orang mabuk, and then it's too busy. You don't actually feel how is it like to be served by this guy. Yeah. You don't actually feel.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
How is it like going to his bar in Tokyo?
I know the feeling. Yeah.
So I want to create that space for the guest bartenders, right? That small space hidden within 40 Thieves.
That's an excellent concept.
Yeah.
Because we did recently with shout out to Pius.
Yeah.
He's the Instagram cocktail warrior. He did a bar takeover in Bora-Bora.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get the feel of serving by his product. Yeah. Because it's too busy.
Betul. It's like
the inside is full, the outside part of Bora-Bora is so full. Correct. He is so busy.
Macam, okay, thank you. And you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So I wanted a bar 15 seats. You can only enter by a reservation. Yeah. And it's where you really feel how is it like to be served by him in Tokyo, talk to him, chat with him. You know what I mean?
In his bar,
yes,
right?
Correct. Okay. So basically, like, I want to teleport his bar to 40 Thieves.
Yeah.
We did that hidden bar, right? But of course, PPKM happened. And then like in 2021, January, we were open. At the 2021 January, they do another PPKM. Kind of like, shit, I don't want to give up, man. I still want to keep going, right? And then I was just like sitting at my bar and like, shit, what should I do? Because 40 Thieves is by the main road. There's noise pollution. Like, you cannot open. But fuck, I got a bar behind. Shit, why the fuck not, right? And I was like, and the thing is that, okay, let's confuse people. Let's create an Instagram account called Cloak and Dagger. So Cloak and Dagger literally means espionage. Cloak and Dagger literally means gak jelas, right? The name, the word like it means gak jelas, which is perfect.
A hidden bar within a hidden bar.
Exactly, yeah. And the thing is that, like, you've been watching a lot of Netflix during Corona for sure. And I love all these crime dramas, right? Series. And they have this wall where the detective is trying to solve this guy. You know, then they put the string. Yeah. And I was like, fuck, I like that. Because for my bars, I do my own interiors and stuff. So this kind of shit inspires me, right? And I was like, fuck, I like that thing on the wall where they have it, when the detective try to think, and then there's the post-mortem shit, blah, blah, blah. Fuck. Let's make that a Cloak and Dagger thing. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
all these murders and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's that. And then, what is going to be our drink concept? Because I like to also not only interior, but what is going to be our product that we're selling.
Of course.
What's the specialty in the drink to the concept? So when it comes to murders, dead bodies, they will usually try to keep the body for very long and try to decay. And it's, okay, I'm not fucked up. I'm just, yeah. So I think, dude, let's get into fermentation. Let's get into fermentation. Let's get into pickling.
Yeah.
Because then it kind of cocok see. We try and then we whatever waste that we have from 40 Thieves, we reuse that for Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's basically like sustainability, fermentation, pickling. It's basically like romance on the ingredients. You know what I mean? Like you put it there, make it into a shot, put a vinegar. You have to taste it every day to see how it evolves. Is it okay now to make it into a cocktail? Like we use the pineapple skin to make it into a tepache to ferment it. Ngerti gak?
Yeah.
So every drink has that element.
Okay.
Yeah. And I did the interior and everything, like from name all the way to interior finishing, we did it in 15 days.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the menu and everything. Yeah. But so I realize right now my strength as a person is I don't think it's no longer about, okay, it's a bit embarrassing. I don't do any more drinks. I don't even make any more cocktails. I swear, like right now I just tell all right, this is the concept.
Yeah.
I inspire my people. And so like, this is a concept.
Yeah.
This is the beverage program. Do it.
Yeah.
Now, like literally all the cocktails right now in 40 is not mine. Actually only one. The Moscow Mule.
The
Moscow Mule and Spice Game, that's still there.
Okay.
Yeah. And from there it's like I give them the freedom to do it, and I just do the finishing. I go like, okay, ini nggak bisa kayak gini, mungkin harus lebih balance.
Touches, yeah.
Yes, correct. Do not use this spice rum. Use that spice rum. And then we try both.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So for example, like in the menu, it's always changing. It's we have 10 menu at the moment, and it's also inspired by local murders. So we even got a cocktail called Kopi Jessica. You know,
what
Olivier.
Yes.
So yeah, because when we started with 6 cocktails, Zodiac Killer, late Biggie and Tupac, all the unsolved mystery, right?
Yeah.
And then we're like, shit, we need to add another 4 cocktails, but we need to add local into it. So we got 2 locals. So one is Kopi Jessica, so it's basically a coffee inspired drink with kan dia di sama cyanide, bit of apple stuff into the drink as well. And then the other one is Ahmad Sujardi, the Bomo, the guy that killed, and then he bury people head around.
Oh shit! Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
So we use that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
gory shit.
So we use that as an inspiration. Fuck man.
Oh my God.
So there's a rose petal thing into the dring because itu kan mati.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah, shit. So yeah. So like I just give the idea. It's Aldi, my corporate bartender, the one that did all the drinks and everything. So the bar is right now closed. The last day was actually on Monday. Today, the last day. And then it's only by reservation. There's no password or whatever. You just got to Instagram us and we give you the brief and you choose the time you want to come.
Yeah.
And the things that like people always ask us, is there a minimum spend? Is there a dress code? Fuck no, there's no minimum spend. There's no dress code. Just make sure you pay for the drinks. We don't care about what you wear, you know what I mean? So we just want to make sure that we funnel in the right people that are there for the drinks. Because like when we Instagram, when we reply them, we just tell them straight away like, this is not a DJ bar. There's no DJ. The only entertainment you have is the space, the bartenders, and the company you bring, and the drinks. You know what I mean? So we always tell them upfront, this is not like some like upbeat like 40 Thieves. This is only 15 seats. If you like to have a nice conversation, nice cocktail, like to have more in-depth on drinks, this is the space. And then they give us what time they're going to come. Then we give them the location. And people are so confused. Like I would tell them, I open a new bar. Then I put in Canggu. Oh my God, sure, you open a bar in Canggu? Like, yeah. But please, can you message this Instagram to get? And then we send them like a Google location. So beside 40 is a hotel kan. So during PPKM, we tell them to come to this location. Please park your car behind the hotel. And then there'll be a security that will escort you. So they go up. And then they were like shocked. Oh my God, really? It's 40 Thief? And then they'll be like, oh shit, I didn't know there's a room here.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
Oh,
You know what I mean? It's,
yeah.
we're not in
Smart.
Canggu, we're just fucking around. Just for like, kalau tak nanti polda, tahu lah kita di Canggu. So we're just confusing people.
Yeah.
Ngerti tak? Yeah. And then the good thing about that space as well, jadi kalau waktu operasi ni, jadi bawah udah di-lock. Jadi the security is tersembunyi.
Okay.
Tamunya nama, okay, baru buka. And then if shit happens, so literally there's an escape plan as well. So the hotel beside is actually closed. So exitnya tu kalau let's say ada polda ke polisi apa kan, keluar dari barnya, go inside the toilet, I have a manhole that actually give access to the rooftop. Yeah. Dari rooftop itu bisa masuk ke hotel langsung turun dari hotel, the exit.
Oh my God.
So
that's important.
So far we only had to do it once.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Oh,
actually,
you do it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know, man. Like for me, it's funny. Yeah. Like I'm actually opening up a real speakeasy bar now.
Yeah. That's the real one.
Man, I'm not kidding you, bro. Gua punya hati duduk. And like inside the bar, we have a screen that show the CCTV.
Yeah.
At the road, at the car park, and tamunya pun bisa lihat. Like,
Okay.
Oh yeah, we are safe. We just add that CCTV into there as well. Yeah. Now that it kind of open up in Bali, so Cloak and Dagger like kind of open apa tu namanya? Only on nights that are sepi, something like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, it's difficult nights, right?
Yeah.
So the 3 days we open Cloak and Dagger, and then the rest of the day we open for the Thieves. Jadi orang pun gak bosan. Because we only have a small pool of people in Bali.
Yeah.
So it's like you come to my establishment, but you get 2 different experience, 2 different drinks for that. And then it got really, really good. And then what happens is that right now it's deserving to be a full concept 7 days bar. So it's actually going to be moved to Canggu, our next location in 2-3 weeks time.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah. And actually, not only congrats to me. The congrats actually is going to be this guy called Aldi. So he's basically been with me for the past 6 years. He's just like a fucking bartender dulu. Gua maki-maki dia like gila, man. Ya, bikin minuman gak key in. Fuck. Shit. Hey, kenapa kamu gak key in? He was that guy back then. But now he's basically my right-hand man. And he's been with me throughout the journey of that bar as well. And all the drinks is by him. So basically, he's also going to be my partner for the new bar. So I giving him 20% for...
Wow.
Yeah, I mean...
Congrats to Aldi.
Congrats
Tuh guys,
to Aldi.
hard work pays off. Huh?
Yeah,
Maki-maki pays off. Huh?
Yeah, the maki-maki itu ada pays off. Yeah. No, it's at the end of the day, I feel like, man, you made the drinks. Huh? I just create the interior, the concept, but you took it and you brought it to another level.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So yeah, fuck it, take it, man. It's fine. You know, like this is yours, you know? Because I realized at the end of the day, like he's been with me for 5-6 years. So what should I do? Give him 50 juta?
Yeah.
And he's going to buy all the bike parts and it's going to be gone in one day. So I'm like, no, that's not really, apa itu namanya? Gak rasa ya.
Yeah.
So I just give him. And the thing is that like these bartenders, I mean like before they work with me, they actually know me. Not personally, but they heard about me, blah, blah, blah. So they kind of see how I started from nothing and work my way up and where we are now.
Yeah.
So for them as well, they also want to be like, shit, aku mau jadi kayak bos aku sih.
Yeah,
Gimana,
that's good.
kapan ya?
Yeah.
You get what I mean or not? So
Of course.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
yeah, exactly. And for me, before some other rich guy try to open a bar and get them, I'm like, hey, why don't you be
Yes.
my partner in my family? I open for your new bar.
Exactly.
Because for me, I feel that's how I can grow my team, right? That's the only way.
That's the way to go.
I
Yeah,
cannot
that's
just
the
go
only
like,
way.
Ya, gua naikkan gaji lu ya.
I agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
it's-
Lots of the times, the person is really good, been your right hand man,
Yeah.
and you were not there one day, and some rich guy, hey,
Bisa bayar dulu Bapak ya. Fucking hell, man.
gajinya berapa?
Yeah.
Saya ada tanah nih di Canggu gitu.
Aduh, it happens a lot, man. It's yeah. So for me, that's how I see myself and the people that go with me. And
Yeah.
for me, like I'm opening Jakarta and everything, right? So fuck, I need to get this shit in place.
Yeah, in Jakarta.
Yeah.
What bar and where?
Okay,
Not close to my bar, right?
no.
Okay.
So in Jakarta, there's gonna be 2 concepts I'm opening.
Oh.
So I cannot tell you one concept because this one concept is still very fresh. Bukan fresh, udah ada. Tapi cuma,
Now we understand. Just give us a teaser.
okay, tell you the location lah.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, I can tell you this.
Okay.
You will fucking love this.
Okay.
So, the first concept is actually going to be the flagship of Jakarta. Yeah,
Okay.
it's actually opposite Grand Indonesia.
Ah.
Lu tahu Pizon di mana nggak? Tamrin.
Yeah.
Pizon,
Yeah.
Berdiri sana.
Ah,
Okay,
I see.
so I took the second floor, right? And the crazy thing is this, bro. Fuck, met the landlord, and then after that, beside it's gonna be a Japanese fine dining.
Hmm.
Beside the Japanese fine dining, at that point of time ada construction.
Hmm.
And then I asked, Pak, ni apa ni Pak nanti? Di lantai 1 ya, the place ya. Oh, ini nanti Monster Spoon buka. I'm like, what? That's crazy, shit. And then depan lagi kan Pizon. So the good thing is, bro, what is crazy? 40 Thieves in fucking Bali. 40 Thieves, depan dikit Monster Spoon, depan dikit Pizon.
Yeah.
How the fuck can I get the same neighbors
Meant to
in
be.
Jakarta?
Yeah.
Ngerti gak?
Yeah.
It's not like Seminyak Canggu or
Yeah.
Canggu Ubud.
Yeah.
Anjing, this is
Same
Bali,
street.
Jakarta.
Same business model.
Yeah, and the best part about this is that like it's my landlord in Bali that found me that spot in Jakarta. It's insane, bro. And I was like, and I had a lot of offers for venues and stuff.
You must.
In Jakarta, but it has always never felt right. You know, I'm all about a gut guy.
Yeah.
You know, and I always like to follow my gut feeling. You know, so and the energy and stuff like that. And the good thing about that space as well, there's no union, there's no Samaya and anything. So we are literally building our own area. Not we, but like.
Can I give you advice?
Yes, please.
I mean, not about opening a bar, of course. I don't know nothing compared to you. But opening a business in Jakarta. This when I always tell my Balinese friend when they want to open, make sure that it's separated from the Balinese concept.
Correct. Very.
Yeah, because every time a famous Bali restaurant or bar open here, they try to bring Bali to Jakarta.
Exactly. So wrong.
It won't work.
Correct.
Because maybe they will spend 200,000 for a meal in Bali, like nothing.
Correct.
Because they're on vacation. But in Jakarta, on weekdays night, no, right?
Exactly. So that's the funny thing, right? Like, just for example, the ramen shop. Because when ayo dong buka di Surabaya, ada buka di Jakarta. No, di Bali aja. Then if I open in Surabaya, if I open in Jakarta, kamu ke Bali gak nanti?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So that, and then that's why the bar, the one at GI, the flagship for my Jakarta, people will still know it's Shah Dillon. People will still know it's me. But it's going to be a fresh concept, new concept. It's not yet in Jakarta. And I'm working. So the thing about me, for example, in Bali, I'm the only owner. I have no partners in Bali. I got control. And for me, in Bali, I can still handle. But Jakarta is a different animal. So I have partners that are basically value to the company. It's not just money.
Yeah.
It's not just like, oh yeah, I'm going to invite 10 of my friends. Oh, fuck that shit. It's I prefer smaller people, less drama. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the different partners expertise in their own field that they put on the table to their skills. So, and they have their own teman-teman juga. Yeah, it's like I'm not working on that base of like, okay, let's cari 20
followernya berapa?
Ya, followernya berapa? Okay, lu taruh lah 50 jual, lu bawa lah semua teman lu. I mean, like for me, at the end of the day, if you have confidence in your concept, in your product, you don't need that.
Yeah.
Because they will come to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, the last thing you want to do is having like, ini tempat gua dong, gua bosnya dong, botol gua mana, diskon mana.
Gua temennya Syah.
Shit, man.
Nanti gua gitu ke barnya Jakarta. Gua temennya Shah Dillon.
You know what I mean, bro? You know, this happens, you know? So I think at the end of the day, that's why people gonna understand that a business is not like teman-teman, oh yeah, teman, bro, no, bro.
Yeah.
It's a fucking marriage, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And you gotta understand to draw the line. You're my friend, but this is business. When I have to fuck you about something, I have to fuck you about something, and you gotta take it.
And it goes both ways.
Exactly,
if you made a business.
Exactly. So I always like when, so I have another business partner, which is Al National. I'm gonna come to that in a bit. I always like it when I have partners. It's actually not friends. It's actually people I just met.
Yeah.
I know them for their skill. Like, hey man, I got something going on.
Yeah.
I want you to be involved because of la la la.
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah, and it's there's no macam connected feeling macam aduh.
Yang nggak enak.
Aku nanti ngomong
Indonesian.
salah, you know, I don't want that.
Oh, that's the Indonesian part about you. Itu nggak enakan.
Yeah. So I don't want him to feel that about me. I don't want me to feel that about him.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And then from the business we become friends. I think it's a nicer approach. Yeah. And then the second bit. Oops.
No, I want to pour this. Go ahead, man.
Silakan.
Talk.
Holy shit, that's so much. So
the second part,
the second venue I'm opening is actually, it's not going to be a secret. It's going to be in, I'm still confirming details with the landlord. We're almost there, but it's going to be Al Nacional. Yes. So Al Nacional is actually You never been to Al National belum?
No, I come by the place
You always pass
often.
by,
I always pass by the
Dulu
place.
my yakitori place, Matt Sparrow, atas Al National.
Yeah.
So 40 Thieves has always been an Americana, bourbon, whiskey kind of venue. Right? Very American, very English kind of. Yeah. Al National is basically more Cuban rum cigars. And I was like, shit, it's side by side. How do I make two bars side by side but totally different product?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So 40 Thieves is more Americana, more hospitality, more fun, more flamboyant hospitality, whiskey and stuff. Al National is more of a cigar lounge and rums. And why I decided to go on the rum because nobody's opening a rum bar here.
No.
Exactly. And
Nobody.
you actually have really fucking good rums from around the world. It's not only about your Captain Morgan, your Bacardi. There's agricultural rums, there's the Spanish style rum, there's sipping rums.
Yeah.
There's even this rum that I had. It's called Trois Revoir, but it's a special edition. But it's an agricultural style rum. They use 100% sugarcane juice, not molasses. So it's more fresh. And instead of, what they do is that they actually, they actually marry it, instead of water to bring out the AVB, they actually marry it with sea salt water. So fucking hell, it's a bit salty, umami, and it is rum, the sugarcane sweetness. It's beautiful. So there's a lot of these things that are not exposed yet to the Indonesian market.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I tried rum tasting.
Yep.
There's a friend of mine.
Yep.
My friend opened, maybe you know Bar Mirai in, yeah.
Very good. Andrew,
Shout out Andrew.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, we did a podcast, and after the podcast, his fiance is a rum connoisseur.
No shit. Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool,
but
man.
she doesn't display the bottles. Only for her drinking. I was like, hey, Ray, I'm a rum connoisseur, and he put in front of me 12 different bottles of rum. Okay, this which from Caribbean, which island, this which island.
Correct.
Tastes totally different from what I drink.
Yeah. It's rum has always been like the forgotten child, trying to like all the
all the whiskey and gin.
I know the nakal sort of things like that. And the good thing about rum as well, it's not that expensive to actually purchase compared to whiskey and all this stuff.
And cigar market in Jakarta is good.
It's good, yeah. But the one in so what happened was that during Corona, I had to shut down Al National and 40 Thieves, and I had to focus on one because we had such a small people. So like, fuck it, let's close the chapter. Al National did great. Oh, it's only 40 Thieves. And everybody's like, hey Shah, when are you not open? La, 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 la. And then like there's still people that try to go through the fucking thing to go up, like, So and I still miss, and we still got all the rum stocks. We got like over 300 bottles of rum.
Oh my god!
It's I really invested in it because for me, at the end of the day, if I want to call myself a rum bar, I want to make sure I got this rum.
Yes.
And I went to Bangkok. I was so inspired by this rooftop bar in Bangkok. I was like, fuck. And I just said, shit. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you what's Al National going to be in Jakarta, yeah? So basically it's going to be 2 levels. Let's, for example, a 4th floor and then a rooftop, yeah, example. So the 4th floor is going to be more like a lounge, a bit more relaxed, outdoory, high.
Will it be food, restaurant?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Do that as well. And then upstairs, the rooftop is going to be the tiki bar. Yeah, jadi it's a tiki bar, it's a rooftop tiki bar concept.
Yeah.
So Al National is going to be basically a lounge and rooftop tiki.
That's quite rare in Jakarta, tiki
exactly.
bar. Many people call their bar tiki bar, but there's not a tiki bar.
But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. The drinks doesn't represent a tiki bar. Yeah.
So for me, it's fucking perfect. Like the thing about rooftop bars in Jakarta is selalu kayak gini ya. That
there's a template.
That look, yes.
Yeah.
Go macam, no. You know what I mean? But like I think I was offered this space, and I think that rooftop, fuck, it'd be cool if you make a fucking tiki bar on a rooftop, 360-degree views in the city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's actually really nice.
No, of course.
You don't feel like you got to wear a dress or whatever like that, You go there to have fun, to drink fun drinks. So basically imagine like Bali, potato head style of tiki drinks in Jakarta on a rooftop. Yeah.
Nice.
So I'll bring Al National that.
Is there any dates or?
So the GI is going to be end of the year, November.
Okay.
Actually, both of these is going to be end of the year. Actually.
Okay.
Yeah, but the good thing about Al National is already a working brand. Udah ada. Kita tinggal cuma interior operasi. Yeah, and that's why also like my current team right now in Bali, I'm really pushing them from behind. In a good way. Like I'm investing them. Okay, what you need? Let's do it. Let's do the system. Let's do a proper system. Because when I move to Jakarta, I want it to be smooth sailing.
Yeah.
Gak ada sistemnya, kerja semua. And I'm building a corporate team lah.
Yeah.
That's going to be in between Bali and
Yeah,
Jakarta.
you need, of course. No.
Right, yeah. And yeah lah, so the only brand I'm bringing to Jakarta is Al National. But Al National pun udah tutup di Bali.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and it's quite a standout product and concept lah kalau buat di Jakarta.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, next, I want to talk about the 50 best Asia.
Oh shit, we haven't get to that yet.
Yeah. Did you still have time?
Yeah, of course. I time. Like, yeah, I forgot. I talk too much, but I forget about it. But yeah, let's go.
But maybe before you brought us this amazing gin, Bobby's. What can you tell us about this product?
So
it's really good.
It's a really good gin. It has fucking body. Yeah. So this gin is basically like I met the owners 6 years ago. So basically, he literally hand carried this to Bali.
Okay.
Presented to me like, wow, it's cool, la 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 la. And then we became really good friends. And then started one day in 40s, one Japanese bartender came to the bar and like, oh, drink. And it's like, oh hi, my name is Shah, la la la. His name is Yuki. Oh, so what do you do? Oh, I'm the brand ambassador for Bobby's. I'm like, what? Bobby's gin? These two with these Blanda guys? And I'm like, yeah. Oh, like shit, we're close friend. And then we became closer. And then from there, they brought me to Tokyo Bar Show because they kind of want to be known also to be like somewhat Indonesian influence. So they need my bar brand. So we had a booth in Tokyo Bar Show with Bobby's Gin. You know, did some guest shift in Japan and all. I became really close. And they wanted to enter the Indonesia market, which makes sense. They have to. So they actually, the owners, right, Dave, his granddad is actually from Maluku.
Okay.
So what happened was that the granddad was one of the lucky few to be brought to the Netherlands during the World War II. And back then, the grandfather wasn't drinking gin yet. It was actually juniper back then, malt-based wine, a lot of body. So what happened was that he added spices. He didn't like juniper on his own, so he added spices into it. He added cloves, added cinnamon, lemongrass into it, macerated, and then drank it. And
so juniper is a drink, not the berries for the
Juniper. Juniper berries is the ingredient.
The ingredient for gin, right?
Yes. Yeah. Then there's another. So the grandfather of gin is actually called Geneva.
Geneva.
Yes, correct. And it's basically a malt wine base. With juniper berries.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. That's the. So if you go there to Holland now, to Belanda, the only people that drink this stuff is orang tua. It's all the old people lah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and from there, like the grandson Dave was a beer supplier in Holland. He's doing really well, and he decided like, shit, why don't I create my own brand that is influenced by my granddad, which is also half Maluku. Yeah, so he's very Maluku proud. He's very Indonesian proud. You got this guy. And then I went to the distillery, man. So they're actually working with this distillery called Hammen Janson. It's one of the oldest distillery in Netherlands. It's in Schiedam. It's very near to Rotterdam. It's in in the canal, in the river. And then around it, there's Bob Nolet, Kettle One, there's Hiram Walker. Yeah, that's them. So I went there. It's good, man. It's a brand where they like to pay homage to Indonesia. For me, it's fucking cool. And like for example, I was in Bar Convent Berlin in 2019. I was them, and it's nice to be like a brown guy. Okay, I'm not Indonesian, but I'm brown, so
you're more Indonesian now.
More Indonesian, Bisaya. So it's nice to have like a brown guy behind the brand, explaining the brand to the bullies. Feels good, because I remember when I was in Willengrass and Sons, I had to like do whiskey tastings. I had to be a brand ambassador a bit for the whiskeys. I always felt a bit weird. I don't feel weird, but sometimes I feel like these people like, aduh apa sih ni orang Melayu kita ngomong tentang whiskey kayak dia tahu, sosok tahu semua. I'm like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, it's space side kayak gini. Are you sure you know? I'm like, fuck. So it feels nice to, Indonesian inspired brand representing the brand in Europe. It feels nice, and that's what I like about them. And they just recently launched in Indonesia, and they are true SAS importer. And the good thing about this gin is that like you cannot drink it with lime. It feels so very weird.
It's good neat.
It's good neat.
It has body.
Yeah.
It's not like too liquid.
So if you like whiskey and you like if you like whiskey but you don't like Negroni because of gin and you like your Boulevardier, because Boulevardier is bourbon or whiskey based, right? Of a Negroni. try this with a Negroni. You'll be impressed. It's like, wow, dia ada body, tapi dia tetap juniperish.
Oh, I tried it tonight.
Yeah, of course, definitely. Yeah. And the thing is that for the right perfect serve to actually garnish it with your tonic is actually orange slice, half a slice with studded cloves. So basically it's spice, right?
Yeah.
So the orange, the citrusness and the sweetness from orange amplify the tonic.
Yeah.
Tonic is too bitter, right? So it amplifies it. And then the cloves amplifies the spice in the gin. And it's really nice. We can try that tonight, nanti.
Yeah, order now, man. Bobby's Hiidden Dry
Bobby's
Gin.
Gin, yeah.
Okay, the 50 best.
All right.
Top 199
All right.
best bar in Asia. How does it happen?
How does it work? How does it happen?
Like out of nowhere?
Yeah, it's actually literally out of nowhere.
Really?
Yeah. So literally, like what happened was that I've always been in the scene in Singapore and everything.
Yeah.
I'm not to say what, but I'm actually kind of known as well in the industry. So when I moved to Bali, I kind of left that circle of friends and everything, right? Because like they were all in Singapore, in Bangkok, in Hong Kong, Malaysia, and stuff like that. And Indonesia has always been left out in this list because, like, man, in Singapore you got 10 bars, Hong Kong 11 bars in the list. Indonesia, what, 3 bars like this year? So it's like,
recently, 3 bars is a lot for Indonesia.
Yeah, but bro, for a population of 250 juta, a fucking big island, you got bloody Jakarta, you got Surabaya, you got Semarang, you got Bali.
Yeah.
3 bars?
Yeah.
Sedih sih.
For me, it's encouraging because
it's encouraging.
Usually 1 or 2 maximum.
Right.
And always the union group, right?
Correct, yeah.
Well, I love Cocktail Club.
Yeah.
First of all. And only those guys enter the market.
Kudos to them. They are doing well. They understand how to get into the numbers and everything.
Yeah.
There's a way for you to do it.
Yeah.
There's a program that you need to do like for yourself, your own initiative. Okay, how the hell to get into that list? Do I need to invite this bartender? Do I need to invite that bartender? All that stuff, you know?
The game.
Yeah, the game. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because I myself am a voter for the 50 best bars, you know? So I have to vote for the people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is that for me, like, I swear to God, like, when I opened the bar for the Thieves, my main motto wasn't to be in the list. My main motto was like, I want to make money back ROI ASAP.
Of course.
I want to make sure that my bar can open for another 10 years. Before that list.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because for me, at the end of the day, like, I do not like to self-praise my own bars. You know, it feels a bit fucking weird. You know, you have
the list is no good if your bar is quiet and no customer, right?
Yeah.
What's good is the list.
And the thing for me as well, like, I want to make sure that, like, because I'm a new team, I'm training these new people for my first year. Tiba-tiba kalau kita masuk 50 best bar kayak aneh sih. We are still masih belajar nih. Anak-anak aku ni semua masih, you know, try to make a good old fashioned, trying to understand how long do we dilute this drink, how long do we shake, you know, what ice do we use, you know, like fuck, and we cannot be in the list just because we just 1 year and people know me and we in the list. It's a bit weird for me, you know what I mean? And even like when we first opened for the Thieves, like the first 2-3 months, we're, oh my God, Shah, this is the best bar, I'm like, well, I'm not sure yet. Like, let me know next year if I'm still open. You let me know. Then I feel good. Now I'm still like...
And while you're running it,
exactly.
You think too much. But we focus on okay, this needs to be fixed. This needs to be more efficient.
Exactly.
So the compliments just go masuk kuping
kanan. Because for me, at the end of the day, I realized as well, I mean, as a business or personally or whatever shit, when people actually puji you or whatever, right, do not take it too much. Okay, it might sound like I'm being too hard on myself. But sometimes when you take compliments too much, you think yourself is too high.
It gets in your head.
Yeah. And then from there, that's where you start to go down. You know what I mean? So I always like to, thanks bro.
So, well, I compliment you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And does it translate to the business right away? I'm always curious. When you're in the list, does the reservation calls goes up that day?
Actually, to be honest, yes. One thing good is that right now, suddenly Bali's in the spotlight. So yeah. So the thing is that like, and now to be honest, I'm actually really happy that I got in the list 5-6 years later. Because the problem about 40 Thieves is this: it's an old bar. All right, so it's old shit, and all these new places are opening.
Yeah.
So we just got into the list when we are old.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow, it's a breath of fresh air again for my people. It's like, shit, we finally get to do this. And they feel like, fuck, finally, yes, we are not there, but fuck, we are actually getting a knowledge right now.
Yeah.
Now they are fucking more stoked to like go more crazy, guys. So macam,
motivated.
It's like motivated again. It's like a breath of fresh air. Fuck, now we're gonna go crazy again. I know. I'm just talking for my guys.
Yeah.
I know we've been around for very long, but hey, we're not dead yet. We're gonna go for another 5 years now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they feel that, And for me, the thing is that like I mentioned, when I open the bar, it's not for the list. And funny that we're in there now. That okay, fuck. Now we gotta go up the list. So right now,
new mission.
Yeah, new mission exactly. As a team, with my staff and everything, and they're very happy for it. Like I'm actually gonna send a couple of my bartenders to overseas to do trainings there as well, and then they come back like this kind of things, because at the end of the day, like I tell you, I'm no longer the man. Shah is not the fucking man. I'm done. It's them right now, so I need to invest in them.
Yes.
So yeah, and what we're gonna do is that starting September, we're gonna go through a mini renovation in 40 Thieves. And starting September, we're gonna have like 4 bartenders, example, from Korea, from the 50 best bar list. They're gonna be doing a gas shift in 40 Thieves in one night. Because we got a long bar. So it's 4 stations. So 4 bartenders langsung gas shift.
Wow.
Yeah. And then October, bartender Jepang. 4 bartenders again. And then November, 4 bartenders from Thailand.
That's a monthly program.
Yes, correct.
Wow,
every Saturday. Not every Saturday, third week of Saturday.
Wow.
What we want to do. Yeah.
So cool, man.
Exactly. So for me, one thing is that like I'm bringing them, I'm showing them the scene in Bali, what's happening, and
your staff will learn as well.
Yeah. So like I'm having this Mexican bartender from Limantua. It's the first ever cocktail bar in Mexico City.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's flying in August for 1 week to take over the small bar beyond 40 Thieves. So I'm gonna stock it with like mezcal, sotol, sila, agave, and he's the man. So the owner is gonna be bartending and the head bartender there 2 days. That's for 1 week.
My God.
Yeah. So it's a room where I want them to come. And then like I mentioned to you, I'm bringing native end of June. So I've told them like, dude, I need you guys to do masterclasses for the shift and everything. And this masterclass is not about how you make the drinks. I don't give a fuck about your cocktails. I want you to inspire the industry here. I want you to make a masterclass like PowerPoint, no problem. I'll give you a screen. Like, how do you start? How do you open your bar? What inspire you to make this concept? What's the inspiration of this design? And then now that you are there, how do you inspire the people below you to now take care of the bar?
Yes, just like you, right?
Yeah, because these are basically bartenders that became bar owners and somewhere right there. So I told them, you want to do fine, but we're going to do masterclass. It's not for my staff.
Yeah.
It's an open invitation to anybody that is interested in the masterclass.
I'll come. Can I come?
Yeah, please for sure, bro.
Yeah, I love to learn. Now I own a bar. Oh my God, so much to learn.
Bro. Yes.
Well, Shah, thank you very much, man. I learned a lot. I'm sure the listeners and viewers learn
together, bro.
Yeah, learn a lot.
It's a never-ending learning process.
And good luck and much success for the opening
Thank you.
all the events in 40 Thieves.
Thank you very much.
I'll see you in Bali.
Yeah, I'll keep you updated, and you have to come.
Yes,
especially.
I promise I'll come.
All right, perfect. Yeah.
Oke. Guys, thank you banget ya udah nonton podcast kita kali ini dan juga yang udah dengerin di Spotify. Jangan lupa subscribe di YouTube channel. Kita juga ada di Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, dan Anchor App. Visit 40 Thieves di Bali. What's the Instagram?
At 40thieves.bali.
At 40
Jangan
Thieves.
lupa follow ya.
Jangan lupa follow. And Shah Dillon, your Instagram, bro.
Yeah, follow me. Shah.Dillon.
Shah.Dillon. Stay tune
Yeah.
buat opening barnya di Canggu, Cloak and Dagger, dan juga di Jakarta.
Yes. Thank you very much, Ray. It's a pleasure being here talking to you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. And you visit my bar tonight,
Yeah, I'm going
right?
to see you tonight.
Okay.
Highball.
Yes. Pressure nih.
Thank you,
Pressure.
guys.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.